It's the first balance patch since Desperado released, and looks like the Golden Justice is the winner, as it has received some pretty hefty buffs. A price decrease caused by the earlier tiers, as well as just general damage increase, faster passive balloon mark rate, and buffs to the pistol where it has bigger AoE and it can apply that bounty mark. With those patch notes out of the way, let's work on beating this map here. So the goal is we're going to beat Sunset Gulch Chimps here with the Golden Justice, of course, trying to do, I guess, or being the center point of the strategy. No 2 Mega Pops or anything of that nature, but given that the buffs I feel like on paper look pretty significant, maybe hopefully we could save a hefty chunk of money in this game here. So just off the top of my head, I don't know. I think maybe a good benchmark would be $50,000 to save at the end of the game. Anyway, the hero, we're gonna use Silus for this strategy. I'm not sure if he is the best hero, but I think in theory it combos pretty well. Golden Justice's issue is mostly consistency, because it does a crap ton of damage. It just is hard to, I guess, keep everything in one place. So Silus having a bunch of slow in his kit sounds, again, good on paper. This next info comes from the tier list made by the top players in last update, version 49, but they put the middle Desperado in the C tier, with most of the reasoning being it's inconsistent due to crits and mark balloons being a big chunk of its damage. And specific to the Golden Justice, the pistol, of course, is an issue because it's so much weaker than the rifle. So if anything gets close to you in range, then it will suck. Suck major balls. Again, I don't know how this combo is going to work out in reality versus on paper, but in theory, it sounds like it could cook pretty hard because the middle path can hit frozen, I believe, right? So that really shouldn't be an issue paired with Silus. Now let's see if we can make the save up to 3.2k, because that's the weakest part about Desperado. No good tier 2 upgrade, so we gotta make it tier 3, but honestly, if you've seen what I've said already about Silus, I don't think I take that back at all, and that his early game is pretty strong. As a support hero, for him to basically do all the damage here is pretty good, isn't it? Because all I literally have is 3 darts and a sniper before Desperado. I'm gonna have to use a level 3 ability there just to clutch up. Nice save. Can afford Deadeye after this round here. And that's perfect timing, because now we can deal with the groups here. Although, no, wait, no. I think Deadeye is not... It's not good enough Pierce-wise, man. Man, we saved like $3,000 for 15 rounds, only for that upgrade to not save us. That's gotta be pretty sad. Anyway, I'm gonna try something random. How about just a 0-1-1 ice? I forget what the 2 buffs are that are being given to Silus right now, but I know one of them is the white balloon being less resistant. The range is also a tiny bit off, but let's hope it is good enough. By the way, I don't want to use the level 3 ability, or do I? I need to pop LEDs next round, but you know what? I can just buy a night vision goggle, or full metal jacket, sorry. That will take care of LEDs, and if I can make it to round 30 now, we should finally be able to afford Deadeye. Yep, there it is. All we needed was 1 ice shower to clutch up. I didn't even really plan for this, but it's actually convenient right now that all the balloons take the bottom route, because right now he's never going to use his pistol. We're always going to get the strong rifle. Now, let me stop yapping too much because I need to cross-path this before I lose. And now it's a good time to mention they did do a buff to some of the cross-pathing of the Desperado. Notably, the bottom path Wanderer. Let's not worry about that because we're not going to get any stacks at all. Again, it takes the range of whatever attack it's using it, because the Desperado has big range. We're not going to gain any. You need under 3 towers in range for him to get attack speed. However, Nomad got buffed now, where its max rate is now 50% if there's 25 balloons in range. So that actually equals the attack speed that you would get from the quick draw. However, given that quick draw after quick draw still has standoff, which attacks even faster when there's few balloons in range, then I feel like I still have to go for the top cross path, even though I talked about how big the Nomad buff was. It's just if we're not utilizing the Wanderer stack, it's just not worth it. This is a buff to single target, which is actually needed, because remember with Silus, he does 0 bad damage, so Golden Justice doing 5,000 damage to each bad, or to a bad each shot, sounds pretty good. Pretty good to me. Now, I believe I actually died this round. There are too many pink waves. The fact that I used an ability and died to the first wave is no good. So, let me see if this works. Another Ice Tower with Silus, this time at the front, because remember, he gains advanced intel, so he can do a couple attacks very early. And maybe that's enough to make a difference, as well as Ice Tower thinning the wave a little bit. Despite thinning the wave, God, how did that still get that far? I'll save my level 3 for this part, and there we go. We'll try to make the save up to Bounty Hunter now, but with the MOAB coming out, I think the Deadeye kind of has to solo it. I would like to take this time to say I do like Silus and what he brings to the table. Normally, or I guess in the last couple of new hero releases, notably in Rosalie and Corvus, I guess the hype for them, personally, was very short-lived. I'm also going to die here, but I think I have to use Ice Shard ability. This is bad because I would have liked to have it for round 40, but it is what it is. There's so much crap on screen. As I was saying, though, normally, in the last couple of, I guess, new heroes, I probably play with them 2 or 3 games, and then that was the end of that. I didn't touch them again for another several months, or until balance changes, and my god, okay. I was worried about the MOAB for nothing, but that was if I couldn't afford Deadeye or Bounty Hunter. Wasn't sure if Deadeye was going to be enough, but that sure answered my problems pretty quickly. Now, if I buy range on this discount village, perfect, it reaches. Despite having Bounty Hunter, we still have an issue against a lot of balloons. If they start turning this bend, makes the rifle attack a lot worse, so I think I'll probably get another mid-game to save into. Buying Golden Justice, how about it, if we already have this Ice Tower and discount now? Cryo Cannon into Ice Skulls. Pretty good balloon damage, or rather balloon slow to combo with having size existing already, and I feel like this can handle all MOAB, so pretty decent combo, isn't it? Oh, not to mention that Ice Skulls does do extra damage to MOAB class balloons, so if that is still an issue, then yeah, this tower helps out. I remember it did take me a while to get used to the fact that Icicles now actually does real MOAB damage, because real OGs of this game will know that Icicles did 0. Nothing for the first several years of this game existing. Like, obviously, as somebody who has basically opened BTD6 up every day for the last 7 years, okay, not literally every day, but you know what I mean. As someone who has to kind of play it frequently, as that is what you guys enjoy, I kind of miss the thought of maybe taking a break and then coming back to see what has changed the game. Because if you play constantly, then update by update, it's basically small changes as a whole. But what I would kill right now to be able to maybe experience a new game after or coming back to a game after several years, discovering all the new features and changes and all. Now, that's not to say that there is not, again, a lot that changes each update. I mean, in general, I would say, I feel like we're spoiled with how much gets changed each update, even though updates are like 2 months apart, so there's plenty of time for them to change things. I'm gonna end things before they get too off topic, but basically, freaking updates good, I like ye. Compare this to maybe other Bloons games in Ninja Cube's pocket. Like, I'm looking at Battles 2. If you don't mind me diving into that rabbit hole for a brief second, well, I haven't made a video on that in a very long time, I think almost a year at this point, but I have been kind of keeping tabs about what updates that game has gotten, and it doesn't seem like a whole lot, unfortunately, like over those 10 months. Makes sense it doesn't get many updates because the audience is much smaller, but like you compare it to what BT6 has gotten in the last few months, like a new tower, a new hero, more things I'm probably forgetting. I would have ran out of things to do really quickly if BT6 didn't get this many updates. Now, if you've been seeing the last 10 rounds or so, it's been pretty solid. Silus can slow down mobs considerably, and then the Bounty Hunter is strong enough to just one-shot Ceramantide, so they never become an issue. As well as both of these towers freezing them before they get a chance to leak due to its slow attack speed. And I think we can, like, yeah, we can save it for Golden Justice. Worst case, I'll have to buy or use an ability this round, but maybe primary training. I died to the F modes, right? Easy solution, just use the ability to attack it earlier, and there we go. Having a lot of fun with this strategy right now. This round shouldn't be an issue either, right? Yeah. Balloon damage up the horizon. Okay, the easy part's over, now for the hard part. I am going to use a freeze here, because 65 I think is a long round, so I can stall to get that ability up again if I do need it. And when there's BFBs, of course, what we should do, use the ability to attack a lot earlier. And that should, oh god, I have the freeze up again, so do I use it? Yes, yes. That might have been needed. If things are getting this tight, I probably should just invest in another Ice Tower back here. I would say Arctic Wind. Especially, like, even after I get Golden Justice, because this is not gonna solve anything. Obviously, Ninja Kiwi did buff the pistol this update, but it still shouldn't be relied upon to catch everything that gets through. And not to mention, if I do get stuff like outbuff, there's, like, I'm gonna have to give this thing more range, so it's gonna use its pistol attack a lot earlier. Looks like on round 70, I can finally get the Golden Justice, the long arm of Desperado. Come on. Gotta use level 3, because somehow this round is hard because of all the weaknesses that Silus has. Beautiful. So now what I'm gonna do, leave this on last. It probably doesn't matter too much for the time being, but just put it on last for the straightest lines possible. And I'm not gonna waste any more time here. We will just get one Arctic Wind with Permafrost, sure. Anything else I add from this point on is only going to be after I lose to a round, because I don't know. I feel oddly confident about this making it very deep. There's a lot of potential with this strategy, especially because I have 5 abilities that I can use to stall rounds to be able to use them as many times as possible during a round to bail me out even more. Want to see how early we can beat these UMGs? Takes 4 shots for Golden Justice to crit them, and then some satisfying shots to finish. You're not going to be able to use this on every map because not every map is Sunset Gulch. Like, even though this is advanced, it's probably intermediate for the Golden Justice. Like, don't use this on Castle Revenge, for example. You'll regret it, but 55k saved up, and still, I feel plenty of rounds to go. Sorry, we had to pause there, because Cerams, but that's again why we have Arctic Wind. I definitely feel like I can make it much further than the early 90s, too. I would say 95, that we have to drop something else, maybe, and if not, if we can beat 95 with all this, then 98. We can go all the way, guys. Actually, no, 98's not gonna be an issue. Again, the Railgun has infinite pierce. The only thing that will get me is not having enough attack speed for fast stuff. So DDTs, for example, let's just hope Silus can slow him down. Have Silus slow him down, and we are golden. Oh, crap, the ice walls. Unpause. Okay, good. I'm gonna keep it on last. Pistol there. Did decent cleanup. Ah, yeah. We get Pierce capped. Even... I guess the Ice Ghost doesn't have enough. Honestly, felt like the Arctic Wind didn't even do much there. But trust me, it should be slowing stuff down. And oh, okay. Well, 95 did kill us, but not to the balloons I thought. Pretty ugly NGL. What can I do? I used the level 3 ability to start, so Silus can hit purples. Once that runs out, though, what do I do? Do I use the Ice Shard ability? Wait for it now. Oh, wait, well, I'm a dumbass. Use the Golden Justice ability, because that gives purple popping. But now I used up a bunch of abilities for before DTs came out, so I might be dead here. Unless we keep up the... Nah. I know I didn't buy camo on this, so I guess that would help, but I think I need at least 1 out buff for just a little bit more attack speed. Take 2. This time, I didn't have to use the Ice Shard ability at all. Used it now, and let's see if just having Cold Snap is enough. Ability, level 3. I don't want to use the 5th one, the Mark to Pop, because it stops the Desperado from attacking for a brief moment. Looks like I got level 10. Silus up again, so I'll use it if I need to. Nope. Worked second try. Awesome. After seeing that, I am confident we can make it all the way. 99 might be an issue, but as long as I save the level 10 ability, I'm good. Silus has absolute 0 ability at home, and there's 96 beaten very cleanly. Single target's not an issue, because remember with standoff, it has more attack speed, I believe, so it should go down really quick. I'll put it back on first here. Use a freeze. I don't have it for 98, but I don't need a freeze for 98. I'm certain. I should actually only use the term certain if I am 100% sure, because I definitely lied there. The issue was that I switched to the pistol after they were all F-mobs. I need the railgun again. There we go. Second time's a charm. Like, yeah, even though they buff the pistol, it doesn't matter how much they buff it, because if you lose that satisfying railgun attack, then you lose everything that the Golden Justice has to stand for. Let's see if I can not use any abilities this round, because I need everything for around 99. Perfect. I don't quite have level 10 up, but I have everything else at my disposal. Everything else. I repeat, everything else. See if I need it. Nope. Wow. 100k save up? You gotta be kidding me. This should do it. I think the Golden Justice has enough single target, even in a short lane here. Right? That was a 5k. 5k in a single shot there. And that just doubled my expectation coming into this run. 50k was a very conservative estimate. Never in my dreams would I have thought I'd get 103,000 with the Golden Justice buff. Man. I mean, even before this update, I bet you could probably save up a good amount of money. With Justice, the buffs, again, were just really to damage. I'm guessing it would have been, I don't know, 80k, 90k save up instead of like a whopping 100. Plus, I guess it's important to mention that maybe without Silus, things would be a lot harder. Maybe you guys have different opinions, but I am of the opinion that Silus is a very, very good Chimps hero. I failed to think of anything else that would have comboed as well with Golden Justice. And also, just a quick 1 minute encore. Maybe 2 if I'm feeling generous. Headed into all the free play rounds here to see how many more rounds we can make it. Now, I did accidentally buy P-Brew. I think Perm Brew is not a good choice with the Golden Justice, but whatever. Consider it a waste of 50k, but that doesn't matter because all we really need is more support to help the Golden Justice because the damage is there. So, Absolute 0 when we need it, and Ice Skull Impale to stall things even longer. And this should be an easy way to round 120 and above. I'm also pretty sure that throughout the 100 rounds, I didn't use the Mark to Pop ability a single time, so there was even more damage, like, on the horizon, or more potential that I left off the table because we didn't need it. Like, consider what I did there impressive, because that was an unoptimized 103k. Always, when you do Chimps runs, the second run will be a lot better than your first, and the third, and then the fourth, etc. But that was my first winged attempt. And we were still able to get to round 100 and beat round 100 very cleanly. Also, the quickest I've ever gone to round 119. You might be able to put some of that onus on the fact that I have speed hack, but still. Let's see if Golden Justice has enough for the ultimate triple bad round, 119. Gotta set on strong. Got the fuck up again. And we're about to do it. Okay, I lied, but we're really close. I'm finally gonna use the Mark 12 ability because getting it early will give me the double damage bonus a lot, well, earlier. And also I got a second Bounty Hunter because that will give it more range. And hopefully that means, yep, bad number 2 pops really early. We got this. Having a second Bounty Hunter means I can mark Bloons earlier and also have full uptime on the big range. So now this is its real range, effectively. Come on, so close. 20% HP. I have my finger on the Absolute 0 if I need it. There. Please win. I'm scared, so don't mind me. Just a casual MOAB press. The Called Arms ability. And a big ol' freeze here to finish off the triple bad round. Easy. I'm gonna leave the Golden Justice off on a high, so thank you for watching. Here's 137, in case you're curious. Which I recall has a crap ton of dense balloons, but that doesn't matter because we're gonna breeze through that really easily. Yes, I just round skipped to that round because I just want to show you. Once again, my conclusion, map dependent this tower is, but boy, when you pick the right map, it goes hard. So, let me know your thoughts below if you have any differing opinions. Otherwise, yeah, click here for more videos and make sure to subscribe for more.